Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. It is zero reason that Pete Carmichael needs to be the offensive coordinator of the Saints next year. We definitely should go look in a different direction. We're going to look at some of these numbers, some of these stats from the season, kind of go through it all. It's just no reason he should be out there. It's time for some new blood, some new faces in that offensive room because this offense needs an entire makeover. Entirely. We have too much talent. Offensive line's good. It's no reason we should be, middle of the pack to the bottom half of the league and all these numbers. And we'll just start with total yards. Kansas City Chiefs at the top. Where the Saints, we're somewhere near the bottom. That's going to be a common theme when it comes to this offense. We'll be somewhere near the bottom. 5,600 yards. Under the Giants, they don't have a better offense than us. I can't even name a receiver on their team. I mean, I can, but let's be honest. Their receivers are very bad. They have Daniel Jones. Offensive line was solid for them this year. Barkley's no better than Kamara. They just got Brian DaBoot, who's a much better play caller than Pete Carmichael. Then we're barely, above the Commanders. Offense terrible. The Broncos offense been absolutely terrible. Only outgained them by 100 yards this season, and their offense has been awful. Russell Wilson's been awful. Cardinals, Steelers, Falcons. It's all your usual suspects at the bottom. It's no reason. It's no reason we should be, there with them. Now we can go to passing yards. Passing yards, excuse me, actually surprised me. We were middle of the pack. I thought it would be much worse than that. But look at the teams. Some teams that are ahead of us. You got the 49ers, who you can't tell me their quarterback play has been great. They've played 3 quarterbacks all season, but they got Kyle Shanahan. You got the Jets. Zero reason the Jets should be in front of you as a passing football team. It's no reason. Zach Wilson was awful. They started Joe Flacco, practice squad quarterbacks. Mike White. It's no reason these teams should be ahead of the Saints with the talent we have. I know Michael Thomas got hurt, but you still got Olave, you still have Rasheed, you still got Kamara, you still got Taysom, Jawan Johnson. It's just no reason we should be middle of the pack. Like I said, that's going to just be a common theme that we're going to see. And we'll go rushing yards. This is the one that really makes me mad. This is the one that really, really makes me mad. We ran for 1,900 rushing yards, 116 yards per game. All right? Now, I'll damn near go through team by team. Obviously, the Bears, the Ravens, the Falcons, those guys, Giants, Eagles, Browns, they're going to be top of the list because they have quarterbacks that can scramble. Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, they have Ritter, Mariota, Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts. You get it. You get that. They're scrambling quarterbacks. But, some of these teams that are in front of us running the ball. Panthers, CMC played 4 games for them? No way they should be there. The Lions, get serious. The Commanders, get serious. I can see the Titans. They got Derrick Henry. They run the ball a lot. Jacksonville Jaguars, get serious. I'll give you the Packers. Steelers, no way. Seattle Seahawks, they got Kenneth Walker, who was very, very solid. Rashad Penny got hurt. It's no way these teams should be able to run the ball better when you have Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill in your backfield. I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense that all of these teams are rushing us. And I'm just putting that on the offensive coordinator. You can't get these guys in space. And it's not like our offensive line is bad. Ramczyk was pretty good. Ruiz was pretty good this year. I know McCoy missed some time, and we had to, put Josh Andrews and some other guys in there. James Hurst was pretty solid this year. Pete, when he was out there, was pretty good. So it's no excuse. The offensive line's not an excuse. It all comes down to the play caller. We just couldn't get things going. Man. We averaged 116 yards per game. Yeah, 116, rushing yards per game. That's bad. That's bad. Now let's go to points. The one thing worse than rushing is probably points. We scored 330 points per game, only averaged 19.4 points a game. 19 points a game. That's awful. You can't score more than 20 points a game. That's awful. That is awful. Look at these teams that we're at the bottom with. The Bears, we know their offense is awful. Commanders, the Bucks were terrible this year. The Steelers, the Rams, the Titans, the Jets, the Colts, the Texans, the Broncos. These are all teams with top 5 picks. I guess that's why we got the number 10 pick, because we're awful right with them. You don't have an offense in this league. It's just not going to work. The Saints' offense last year was the worst offense I've ever seen. Obviously, we started Trevor Siemian, Ian Book, Taysom Hill, and Jameis Winston. Well, when Jameis Winston was out there and Taysom, it was solid. But when Trevor Siemian and Ian Book played those games, it was awful. And I bet we still averaged 19. I didn't even check this. I know we had more than 19 points per game because you know why? We had Sean Payton. And that offense was bottom 5 in every category. But for some way, somehow, Sean Payton, put some points on the board. I'm going on a limb right here. I'll check it. I could be wrong. We averaged 19.4. Let's go to last season, 2021. 21.4. Crazy how that works. I didn't even check this. I promise you. Average more points per game last year with Trevor Siemian, Ian Book, a hurt Jameis Winston, who played 7 games, Taysom Hill. Receivers, who was our best receiver last year? Deontay Hardy, Marquez Callaway? Come on. It's no way. It's no way we should average more points per game. It's no way. Look, I think we averaged 116 rushing. We averaged 117 with this team. Come on, we couldn't throw the ball. We only averaged 187 because, like I said, Trevor Siemian and those guys were out there. But it's no way we should be running the ball better, even though it's only 1 yard. I don't care. More points per game, 2. That's big in the NFL. Every game's close. And obviously, if we go, any further down the line, it's gonna get embarrassing because obviously we had Drew Brees and things like that. 2020, 30 points a game. Oops, that's postseason. Let's go to 2019 regular season. 28 points a game. I mean, obviously this is with Drew Brees, Sean Payton, but come on. 31 points a game. Like, come on, man. I'm not even gonna go down the rabbit hole because it's just gonna keep getting uglier and uglier. I mean, we're at the tail end of Drew Brees' career. If I start getting towards his prime, I don't want to even embarrass Pete Carmichael like that at all. This offense just was bad. Play calling was bad. I mean, I'm watching these playoffs. You got Doug Peterson in Jacksonville calling great games. Chargers, they blew up, but that offense in the first half and that defense really carried them. They looked good. That's also a different story for a different day, but Sean Payton may be going to L.A. Hopefully that's the case. They got all their picks, in this year's draft, and they got next year's picks, so who knows how that's going to play out. But this offense for the Saints has been awful, and it's been awful, and we're wasting a good defense. We are wasting a good defense. Let's just look at our defense right here. I know this is an offensive thing, but let's look at this defense. Go to total yardage. Wow, look at this. Or go to yards per game, actually. Because, the Buffalo only played 16 games and stuff. Yards per game. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th in the league. 5th in the league. At least amount of yards given up. Look at the teams in front of us. San Francisco, Philadelphia, the Commanders, the Jets, and us. You got a top 5 defense out there every week, and you're giving us 19 points per game. You're giving us 19 points per game, right? Pathetic. That's pathetic. Passing yards. Let's look at this. 2nd in the league. One team is giving up less passing yards than us this season. One team. The Philadelphia Eagles, who's a Super Bowl contender. One team. And this was Marshawn Lattimore missing, 10 games? 10 games for Lattimore he missed? We're 2nd. Shout out to Alontae Taylor, Adebo, Tyne, Marcus May, everybody, even though Adebo had an off year. Come on, man. 2nd. Shout out to the linebackers and coverage as well. 2nd. I mean, this is probably also because teams could just run the ball on us this year, but that's super, super impressive right there. That's super impressive. Rush yards, I know we're going to be bad in this. I just know we're bad in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th worst. 10th worst. So that's a little bottom half, middle of the pack. You can't give up 2,200 rushing yards to think you're going to be a good team. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. Like I said, if you just look at the teams above us, all awful. All awful. I mean, how many yards we gave up a game rushing? 130. Just not going to cut it. I remember the day if we wouldn't give up 100 yards rushing. Let me check previous season. Well, we gave up 130 this year. Let's check last year. I know our rushing defense has to be better. 93. 93 last year. Look at this. 93. Year before. Let's go. 93. Year before. 91. I mean, you get the picture here. You get the picture. But we're going to look at one more year just because. 80. Oh, my God. 80. This year we gave up 130. That has to be better. Come on. Stop playing with me. Please stop. That rush defense, Jai Tuttle, Onyemata, Roach, Contavious Street, the linebackers, DNs, whoever you want to blame it on. That has to be better. You know where in hell we should be giving up 130 rushing yards. Not this defense. That was the only flaw in the defense this year. Yeah, we gave up some, big penalties late in games and got beat late in games. But, hey, that happens. But you cannot give up 130 rushing yards a game. That just means you getting your ass whipped. Now look at points. Let's go to points per game. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. 9th in the league. How many points we gave up per game? 9th in the league. You know what team was just like the Saints this year? The Jets. The Jets were just like the Saints. The Jets had a really, really good defense this year. As you can see, they're just about better or, right next to us in all defensive categories. All of them. The Commanders were kind of the same. But guess what? All of those teams' offenses were bad. And you know what? The Jets fired their OC. I'm not sure if the Commanders did, but I know the Jets did. But yet somehow, some way, the Saints still have their offensive coordinator for now. For now. I mean, look at the teams that gave up the least amount of points. They're playoff teams. 49ers, obviously, that defense is really, really good. They held us to 0. Buffalo, the Ravens, the Jets, who I say were in the same boat as us. Defense was great, offense pathetic. Cowboys, really, really good defense. Obviously, helping you got Parsons, Diggs. The Bengals, really good defense. They got Trey Hendrickson. Probably should have kept him over Davenport, but I mean, hey. Commanders, like I say, same boat as us. Then you got the Eagles. I mean, look at the teams that are, giving up fewer points than us. Defense was elite this year, elite this year, elite this year. But, like I said, those offensive numbers, absolutely pathetic. 20 points per game, man. 20.3 points per game. I'm just going to check out other years just to see, 19 last year. And that defense was great last year. 21. So we're right on it with the defense. Defense is right where it needed to be this year. Right where it needed to be. 21 again in 2019. I'll take one more year. 22. That was high, but the offense was great in 2018, so everybody was probably just trying to play catch up with us. I mean, that's just kind of how that goes. That's probably why we gave up 80 rushing yards a game as well, because everybody was trying to play catch up because that offense was on fire, but we know what the refs did. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But back to this offense. Also, I do want to talk about special teams. Special teams was pretty bad this year, in my opinion. Man. Will Lutz didn't have a good year. I don't think Gilligan had the best of years. Didn't have the best of years, in my opinion. And we can't get anything going in the return game. Look at this, actually. Let's see. Special teams. If it pulls up. Watch this. Look at these fair catches. The Saints led the league in fair catches caught for punt returns. 37. That is crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy that we had 37 fair catches. Are we not blocking? Is the scheme wrong? I know we're scared because the teams always seem to get fake punts on us, so we come out and safe a lot. But this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable to have 37 fair catches, man. We're getting a lot of punts to us. But we have 37 fair catches. 37. We got 27 attempts. Obviously, that's middle to the bottom of the pack, but that's because we're fair catching everything. Can we return some kicks? 37? Can we please return some kicks? Pretty bad. And like I said, you want to be over that 10 number. I always said you want a first down every kick return. We're at 9. That's pretty good. That's almost 10. That's middle of the pack. But look at that 10. Look what 10 gets you. I know if you're watching my videos of special teams and Rashid Sheed, I always used to say he just needs to get us a first down. Get us a first down on punt returns, and that's great. You get us 10 yards, per return. That's top 10 in the league. Let's check out these turnovers. I really didn't even look at the turnover battle this year. I know we couldn't create turnovers on defense. I know that. Minus 11. Let me let you know right now. If you're minus 11, you're going to be bad. You're going to be very, very bad if you're minus 11. And if you just look at the teams that are down here, let's find the first playoff team with the worst turnover differential. Colts, no. Saints, no. Raiders, no. Dolphins. All right, Dolphins are there. I give you that. Jets, Cardinals, Commanders, Falcons, Panthers, Titans, Chiefs. Chiefs are there. So you got 2 teams in the Bucks. Well, can we really count the Bucks because they won the NFC South? So 3 teams that's in the playoffs with a minus turnover differential. It's not good football. Takeaways, I know we didn't take the ball away at all this year. Only 7 interceptions. Got to be better. Got to get more picks. Fumbles, 7. Middle, bottom of the pack. Only 14 takeaways in total. Bottom of the pack. Second to last. Only the Raiders, created less. Now giveaways, we're gonna be middle of the pack. Interceptions, that's not bad. 14, because Andy Dalton's not that great. Winston threw a couple as well. 14, I'm not mad at 14. I'm not happy. I would love it to be under double digits. Get you top 5, top 7 in the league. But 14, not crazy. Fumbles, I know we fumbled early in the season, so that's probably we had a very terrible fumbling problem early in the season. Kamara, we seen what that happened. 11 fumbles, 14 picks, 25 total turnovers, and we're not creating any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th worst in the league. Fifth worst in the league. We got to be better. Got to be better than that. But defense did play great. Didn't get turnovers, but we did play great. Offense, special teams need reworking. Need reworking quick. I'm still upset that we gave up. We only got 19 points per game, and we gave up 20. So obviously you're going to be a losing team. You're giving up 20. Scoring 19, not going to work. Not going to work. Look at these offenses that are in front of us in points per game. I'm about to get stuck back on that. Let me get stuck back on that. Obviously, you see the ones below us. Remember I said something about the Jets. They're down there. Titans, Colts, Texans, Broncos. Always awful. But, I mean, Arizona, do they really have a better offense than us? Hopkins was hurt 6 games. Kyler Murray got hurt late. I mean, be honest. The Panthers, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, they have P.J. Walker out there. Stop it. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson missed 6 games. Stop it. Dobbins been out 6, 7, 8 games. They have no receivers. Cleveland Brown, Watson didn't play for 11 games. They had Jacoby Brissett. The Patriots, Mac Jones. Be serious. Be serious at these teams that scoring more points per game than us. Like, be serious. The Giants, not better offense than us. The Falcons, come on. Be serious. I'll even give you actually, I'm not giving you the Packers. I was about to say I'll give you the Packers. Not giving you the Packers. Aaron Rodgers didn't look good this year. They didn't really have a number 1 receiver. Run game was solid. Chargers, I'll give you that. Raiders, I'll give you that even though I shouldn't. Miami, I'll give you that. Jacksonville, no. Absolutely not. But they got Doug Peterson. We do not. Seattle Seahawks, I'm not giving you that with Geno Smith. Kenneth Walker, no, I'm not. The Vikings, no. I think our offense is comparable to the Vikings. They got Delvin Cook and Justin Jefferson, which we don't have Jefferson, but we got Olave, we got Rashid Shaheed, we got Elvin Kamara. We don't have Hawkinson, who was a big help to them. But come on. The Lions, come on. Stop it. Stop it. We should not be at the bottom of the pack in these stats. But like I said, when the offensive coordinator is bad, nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. So we definitely need to be looking at new guys. If they fire him, I'll talk about some guys that I want on the team. Right now, I haven't really looked. I do got some guys in mind. But until Pete Carmichael's fired, then who knows, actually. Just fire Pete Carmichael. That's all I got on that. Fire Pete Carmichael, and then we can move on and move forward. I am going to make some off-season videos about how I think, this offense can retool, reshape, some draft things, all that. That's definitely going to come. It's still January. We got a long, long off-season because we didn't make the playoffs. So it's going to be very, very long. In about a month or two, once guys get cut or don't get re-signed or things like that, I'll definitely get the ball rolling. But of course, I'll still have videos in between. Also going to start doing player reviews. That's going to take up some time this offseason. We had about 60 players play this year. I'll try to get through all of them. And if you made it this far, let me know what position group you want me to start with first. Everybody's probably going to say quarterback, but hey, it is what it is. But thank y'all for tuning in once again, man. That's all I got on this one. It's the DaBoot Tragedies, and I'm out.